Don't ask stupid questions. I'm the Green God, and I'm here to punish you for wasting resources.
What's happening?
核搞笑咪出手多，核搞笑咪出手多。
Why is it so dark? What is this? Never mind, I'm hungry. Oh my god, what time is it? Shit, I need to do my work. Why is it so dark? Why are the lights not on? Hey, do you realize the light switch on its own when we walk in?
Oh yeah, I wonder why.
In 2014, Singapore consumed 46,000 gigawatt hours of electricity, which is an increase of 3.3% from previous years. Household electricity consumption accounted for 15% of the total consumption. According to Singapore Power, standby power can account up to 10% of the total household usage. Hence, it is important to switch off your household electrical appliances when not in use. Motion detector controlled lighting is an inexpensive way to reduce up to 60% of lighting costs. The right amount of light where and when needed is an excellent motto when planning lighting. Installing a motion sensor is probably best in a medium or low traffic area, where you are prone to accidentally leave a light on and not notice. These will help to reduce electricity consumption, carbon footprint, and most importantly, help consumers save their money.
Oh! Excuse me.
Hello, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm trying to light this paper up.
Huh? Do you know there's already a new technology that replaces this obsolete way of using solar energy?
What?
Solar energy is a resource that is not only sustainable for energy consumption, it is indefinitely renewable. Solar power can be used to generate electricity using relatively simple technology to heat water. The use of skylights in home construction can also greatly reduce energy expenditure required to light rooms in home interior during the day. Solar panels are made up of smaller units called solar cells. The most common solar cells are made from silicon, a semiconductor that is the second most abundant element on Earth. In a solar cell, crystalline silicon is sandwiched between conductive layers. Each silicon cell only puts out half a volt, but you can string them together in modules to get more power. 12 photovoltaic cells are enough to charge a cell phone, while it takes many modules to power an entire house. Solar energy does not require any fuel. It does not pollute our air by releasing carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide, nor mercury into the atmosphere like many traditional forms of electrical generation. Therefore, solar energy does not contribute to global warming, acid rain, or smog. It actively contributes to the decrease of harmful greenhouse gas emissions. By 2014, there were a total of 636 solar photovoltaic installations across Singapore with a combined grid-connected capacity of 25.5 megawatts, generating sufficient energy to power all households residing in public housing across Novena.
Our team would also like to highlight the importance of reducing usage of paper and recycling them. As the demand for paper has increased, more timber has been needed to meet the demand for wood pulp. This meant the loss of valuable wildlife habitats and ecosystems, as old forests have been replaced by managed plantations for paper making. Furthermore, producing recycled paper involves between 28 to 70% less energy consumption than virgin paper and uses less water. We would like to introduce you to a new innovation which brings paper recycling to a whole new level, further enhancing the sustainability aspect of the recycling process. This innovation is called the Paper Lab, developed by Epson. The conventional way of recycling paper involves an extensive process which includes transporting waste paper from the office to the recycling facility. Paper Lab shortens and localizes the recycling process, which will eliminate the transportation process. Recycling paper on site in the office shrinks and simplifies the recycling loop. Users can expect to purchase less new paper and reduce their transportation carbon dioxide emissions. Furthermore, Paper Lab makes paper without the use of water. Ordinarily, it takes about a cup of water to make a single A4 sheet of paper. Given that water is a precious global resource, Epson felt a dry process was needed, and thus created the dry fiber technology, which consists of three separate technologies: fiberizing, binding, and forming. Using an original mechanism, waste paper is transformed into long, thin, cottony fibers. This process immediately and completely destroys confidential documents. Colorants are also removed from the fibers. A variety of different binders can be added to the fiberized material to increase the binding strength or whiteness of the paper to add color, fragrance, flame resistance, or other properties needed for a given application. The sheet of paper is then formed using pressure. Users can produce sheets of A4 or A3 office paper and even paper for business cards thanks to forming technology that allows them to control the density, thickness, and size of paper. Paper Lab produces the first new sheet of paper in about 3 minutes of having loaded it with waste paper and pressing the start button. Such a technology enhances the recycling process and provides functionality to the users at the same time, thus emphasizing that innovation in this area indeed improves the sustainable way of living. Wait, what are you trying to do?
Can't finish my food, so I'm throwing it away.
Do you know that food is a precious resource and it takes a lot of hard work for the farmers to harvest them?
Sky Green Farms is the world's first commercial vertical farm which grows vegetables on troughs which rotates around the frame to ensure that the plants receive uniform sunlight, irrigation and nutrients. Only 40 watt of electricity is needed to power one 9-meter tall tower, as the rotation is powered by the unique patented hydraulic water-driven system which utilizes the momentum of flowing water and gravity to rotate the troughs. Furthermore, only 0.5 liters of water is required to rotate each 1.7 ton vertical structure, as the water used are recollected in an enclosed underground water system and reused over and over again. Compared to traditional agriculture, vertical farming is able to harvest 80% more per unit of area while using 70 to 95% less water and 90% less land space.
But I really can't finish my food.
If you really need to dispose it, there's a better way to do it.
Food wastage in Singapore. Despite over 9 in 10 Singaporeans being concerned about food waste, about 790,000 tons of food waste was generated in 2014 alone. This is around 140 kg of food per person and is equivalent to each person throwing away 2 bowls of food every day. Only 13% of the waste was recycled, while the rest are incinerated and then dumped into landfills. The amount of food waste Singapore generates has increased by about 50% over the past 10 years and is expected to continue rising. Currently, Singapore only has one landfill left, Semakau landfill, and at the current rate, a new incineration plant will be needed every 7 to 10 years and a new landfill every 30 to 35 years. In view of being sustainable and in need of technology to overcome the problem of food wastage, the eco-digester was innovated. So how does the eco-digester work? The eco-digester turns food waste into liquid and safely discharged into the sewage system. It achieves this by maintaining optimal level of aeration, moisture, and temperature for the decomposition to take place. This accelerates the natural decomposition process of the food waste. This waste can then be discharged into our sewage system without a need to dispose them at our last remaining landfill. This saves a significant amount of resources as processes such as waste collection, transportation, and incineration can be bypassed. And here is a bonus picture of an eco-digester in action. Okay, thank you guys. This is the end of our green marketing video. We hope you learned something. This is Green God signing off. Bye!